Hi Aries, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your March 2020 love reading. This reading is for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And if you are interested in a personal reading, then all my information will be in the description box below. And if you are interested in learning about astrology, then please go and check out my sister's channel, which is entitled Beyond Astro K. Apologies also for the delay of your video, Aries. And happy birthday. How can I forget? I hope you guys are keeping safe, keeping well, looking after yourselves and having an amazing time despite what's going on all around us. All right. Let's get cracking on with your reading. Let's see what may have happened to you in the past. So we have the Sun card. No surprise there, right? So we got the Sun card. Now in the past, Aries, I feel like you felt more free, right? Because look at the little boy on the horse. I feel like you felt free. I feel like you felt more creative, expressive with your creations as well. And in regards to a love relationship, some of you could have been connecting with a Leo individual, and you may have felt like your relationship with this particular Leo, or you may have Leo in your chart, you may have a Leo moon, a Leo rising, or a Venus in Leo. But I feel like you was in a connection with somebody and it made you feel very happy. It made you feel very free. You may have met this person when you were younger than you are now, maybe when you was a teenager. Or maybe you may have met this person through family, through friends, but this pairing made you feel eternally youthful, okay? And I also feel like this person gave you a sense of fulfillment, happiness, positivity. You both made each other happy. You both made each other feel positive. I'm also getting for some of you that you were single in the past and you were quite happy to be single also. Some of you were dating other people. For others of you, you wanted to be single, which allowed you to, do what you wanted to do without having to answer to anyone. You may have felt like you didn't want to have to answer to anyone. You were happy to just be on your own, is what I'm getting. Some of you may have traveled as well and may have felt that you needed to be single in order to do so. You may have felt that if you was in some sort of partnership, it would have tied you down. So I'm getting a lot of messages with this Sun card, but I genuinely feel, looking at this Sun card, that there was a sense of happiness here, is what I'm getting. Some of you may have met someone abroad, could have been a Leo, or you may have met this person during August season, but there was some sort of I'm thinking about Greece, right? At the beginning where they meet up again because they had some sort of summer romance. There was some sort of summer romance. You may have met someone, could have been quite short-lived for some of you, is what I'm getting here. But for others of you, you were okay with the fact that this summer romance was quite short-lived. I'm really thinking about Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta, right? So some of you may have been in a situation similar to that. If you haven't watched Grease 1, then I suggest you go and watch that. But I get a sense that for some of you that met this person during a holiday, you were in the understanding that it was only going to be short-lived, is what I'm getting, and you were quite happy with that. Now for others of you, like I mentioned before, I feel like you were in a partnership that made you happy. Yourself and your partner were, some of you had children with this person, right? Or some of you had planned to have children with this person. You may have felt that this was your ideal partner. The person that you were connecting with also felt as though you were that ideal partner. And I feel like you were best friends. You went out a lot with this person. You traveled a lot with this person. Things were very positive. Things were very, joyful. You were very happy, is what I'm getting. Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the now for you, Aries. So we have the Hermit card. No surprise there with, what's going on in the world right now, right? But in the present, I feel like for some of you, you may not be with this particular individual. Or for some of you, I'm getting a sense that for some of you, you are still single, is what I'm getting. You're single and wanting to be single. But the Hermit card speaks of isolation, yes, we are all in self-isolation. You know, it's the elephant in the room. We have to acknowledge it. You know, I have to acknowledge it in the readings. And, you know, I don't choose the cards choose themselves. But I see that you're in a period of self-isolation. And for some of you, I'm getting a sense that during this time, you're really taking time out to really self-reflect, really dig deep. And I remember speaking to my sisters about this, right? And some friends as well, during the last couple of days. And I've come up with the conclusion, you know, there's a lot of theories out there, etc. A lot of people have their take on what's happening now. But my, you know, spiritually, I feel like this is a time for us all to recenter ourselves, regroup, you know, get in touch more with our spirituality, because in life in general, we're always caught up in this sort of rat race and everything is just go, 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 go. And we don't have that time for ourselves, you know. And we always say to ourselves, so I don't know about you guys, but I know for me personally, I always say, oh, I'm going to read that book tomorrow, or I'm going to do that tomorrow. There's so much things I have on my to-do list, and half of the things I get done, but half of the things I don't get done because there's just lack of time, right? And I feel like, you know, because of the situation that we're facing as a whole, it's given us time to really do the things that we put off from doing, like, you know, maybe decorating our home, you know, reading that book that we kept putting off, or starting that story, or drawing that picture, or sewing that dress for some of you. You know, really, it's like, I feel like this is a time that we need to analyze ourselves also and appreciate what we have, appreciate our families, appreciate others, you know, just appreciate things that we may have taken for granted. And I feel like this is a reset button for us all. And, you know, Aquarius has gone into Saturn now. Saturn has gone into Aquarius, sorry, now. And, you know, Aquarius, I remember my sister Nikki Kay said to me a few days ago that Aquarius is all about detachment, which we all know, right? But Saturn going into Aquarius is a time of us having to detach. And, you know, we all have to self-isolate. So we are embodying the energies of Aquarius anyway, isolating self from others. Saturn going into Aquarius. So this is, you know, yes, this is the Hermit, this is the Virgo card, but it's all joining up. The Hermit isolates himself. Look at the ice at the bottom there, yeah? The Hermit isolates himself. The Hermit goes within. And this is a time for us to all go within. And like I said, I feel like it's a reset button for us to come out more grounded, more in tune with ourselves, so that we, you know, when we get back in touch with our fellow men, we're more in tune with each other, because some of us weren't harmonizing, you know, some of us weren't resonating with each other, and, you know, things were just getting chaotic, right? That's for me personally. That's how I feel. Like things were just going, they're just going left. You know what I mean? They'll just going left. They're going left. They're going left, right? So to me, this is like a reset button for us all. And we need to use this time wisely. And I feel like you are using this time wisely, Aries, right? And for some of you, I feel like even if you are in a partnership, you're taking yourself away to really center yourself, to really get in touch with yourself spiritually, to understand what you want moving forward out of this partnership. This could also be a time that you and your partner could be getting in touch with each other more spiritually, you know, gaining closeness with your partner. Yes, it's the Hermit card, but I feel like this is going within yourself and your partner, going within, connecting more. I feel after this situation that we're all experiencing as a whole, as a collective, that we will be hopefully, for all of us anyway, we will be transformed from this for the better. Okay, that's what I believe. But I feel like with the Hermit card here, this is saying to me that some of you again are choosing to be single, are wanting to be single, are using this time to really dig deep, to soul search. For others of you within a partnership, there could be an element of gaining closeness with a partner, is what I'm getting, right? So let's take a look at what will block you, what will be a hindrance to you in the month of March 2020. We have the Chariot card. So what will block you in the month? Well, We all have to self-isolate, but this is saying basically maybe going out a lot, right? Maybe rushing towards, or maybe rushing towards a project, or maybe going out for some of you is what I'm getting here. But this is saying to me that what may block you in the month of, and look, we have the Chariot card now. You know, there's a lot of theories like this self-isolation period may end at such and such a date, but something about July here, I feel. Maybe for some of you, this is saying not to, you know, try not to be around too much people until the month of July. This is for some of you, not for all of you. But this is saying to me that what may hinder you in the month of March 2020 is if you don't take that time out for yourself, the Hermit card, right? I don't like to tell people what they should do and what they shouldn't do, but this is what's coming to me. And for others of you, this may be saying not to run away from a situation. You know, for some of you, you may want to end a relationship as well. And this could be saying, you know, maybe this could be an opportunity for you to face a situation, talk about how you're feeling, because I get a sense for some of you that in the past, you may have been happy with a partner, but in the now, you feel like there's a distance between yourself and a partner. That's for some of you. There's 4 different groups I'm speaking to here. And this is saying for some of you that you may want to flee a connection without, you know, mentioning to the partner or your partner about why you're no longer happy. You may not even be telling your partner that you're no longer happy. You may just decide to just flee the connection altogether. This is saying not to flee, speak your truth. For others of you, this is saying to stay put within your environment, right? Now let's take a look at what may help you in the month of, excuse me, March 2020. All right, so we have the Fool card. What may help you? Okay, so I did mention to you before that Saturn has gone into Aquarius, right? Saturn is a taskmaster. He's like the headmaster of the zodiac, right? He rules. He's all about rules, restrictions, and regulations, right? And Saturn being in Aquarius, right, is you know, we've got the planet of, when I think of Saturn as a very heavy planet, and Aquarius is a very, you know, light-hearted, you know, eerie sign. So the two to me don't really mesh together, right? Something that's very rigid and restrictive towards, you know, something, you know, or joining up with something that is very detached and playful. It doesn't really go. So when Saturn's in Capricorn, it's its home placement anyway, being in Capricorn, and it makes sense. But look what happened, you know, look what has happened since Saturn has been in Capricorn, especially with the conjunction of Pluto and etc. Pluto's all about transformations, rebirth, etc. So it's no surprise with what's going on. But this is saying that, to me, what will help you, maybe this Saturn going into Aquarius is going to be very beneficial to you. Now, like I mentioned before, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn as well as Uranus. And when I think of the planet Uranus, I think of the internet. So this is saying to me that for some of you, you may need to, you know, there's going to be a lot of us anyway doing a lot of stuff online using the internet. But for some of you, you may have been putting off, you know, some sort of project that you've been working on in regards to the internet. Maybe you got some sort of online shop. For others of you, maybe you've been thinking about doing your own YouTube channel, blogging, etc. This is saying that what will help you in the month of March 2020 is to start that project, is to start that YouTube channel, that book, that, you know, course you wanted to do. Now is the time to do it, right? For others of you, this is also suggesting to me that you may need to embody the energies of Aquarius. Like, you know, I mentioned before, we are in the energies of Saturn in Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about detachment. So yes, it's speaking of self-isolation again. I didn't want to keep mentioning this the epidemic that's occurring with us all within this reading, but it's coming out, so I have to say what I feel. So yes, continue to do that. That's going to help you to have that self-isolation, you know, to take that time out to analyze yourself, right, and what you want. Some of you want to be single, I'm seeing, is what I'm getting. But even for those of you that are in a relationship, this is saying that you will still need to take that time away for yourself, to detach, to go within, right? Be in the energies of the Fool, right? Especially with, and being true to that as well, right? Because remember, Saturn is all about staying on the course, not taking any shortcuts. So if you're going to go ahead with, you know, doing that course, you know, maybe setting up your own YouTube channel, or maybe starting up a shop online. I'm hearing Etsy shop for some of you. Some of you are into the spiritual. Some of you want to sell stuff, and maybe just some of you may want to just sell merchandise, or there's something very creative that you want to do. It's something that you want to do online. It's the same that you need to go ahead and do it, right? And maybe do it alone, because maybe some of you may be thinking about, you know, should I go into business with my friend or my partner? This is saying to do it alone, and believe in yourself and trust in yourself, right? Because you have the energy of Saturn anyway to keep you on course, okay? We also have Two of Pentacles in the reverse, which is good. This is indicating to me that, you know, not to feel overwhelmed. This is a time to center yourself and regroup, and not to feel overwhelmed. You know, there's no rush, really. Don't put too much pressure on yourself during this time, is what I'm getting, okay? Some of you, again, this is saying, yes, if you want to detach away from a partner, etc., I feel like, you know, some of you will have no choice but to anyway, and not to feel overburdened by it, not to feel, you know, run down by it, understanding that this is something that you have to do in order to get in touch with yourself, and not to put too much pressure on yourself, even if you are thinking about embarking on that creative pursuit, okay? And Aquarius could be of importance to you also. And then we have forgiveness, okay? So there's someone, or, you know, there's someone that I feel like you may have to forgive. And this is one of the reasons why some of you may want to detach or be single from your partner, is what I'm getting. There's something about, for some of you, you may feel like your partner wants to distance themselves from you. And if you do feel that way, this is saying that this is a time for you to focus on yourself also. But there's something around you not forgiving someone, or you wanting to be separated from someone because there was something that occurred. Maybe there's a lack of forgiveness because you may feel like your partner is not as exciting as they were before. Sun card. You may feel like your partner is being quite dull or quite boring, and this is giving you reason to want to isolate yourself and want to detach from yourself. But by doing so, you're going to be working on yourself and working on those projects. And this is saying to release any sort of resentment that you have for a partner. For some of you is what I'm getting, to release. And also for some of you during this time, it's saying that whatever you held on to in the past, that you know, any sort of past resentment may not have to do with your partner. Maybe, you know, it could be with someone from the past, maybe a friend, maybe a family member or family members. This is a time, during this time that we are in this self-isolation, to forgive the past, to release the past, so that you can transform, is what I'm getting, right? We can look in the book to see more of what the forgiveness card entails, although I feel like I've covered it already. Okay, it says, Rhonda Rhino from Amethyst. We never forgive others, only ourselves for having judged them. The legend. In the town of Amethyst lives Rhonda Rhino. She doesn't take her mother's drinking problem personally, but she dreams of becoming a beloved family pet. One day, gunfire rings out. Rhinos scatter and a small human child is caught up in the chaos. Rhonda picks him up and runs to safety. Humans discover the pair curled up asleep under a tree, and they shoot Rhonda with a sleeping dart. When she awakens, she is in a garden with the little boy and his family, Rhonda's new family. Rhonda's true essence lies in not harboring resentment. She transcends forgiveness because her focus is on her intention, not on her pain. Personal inquiry. This may be a time of healing, of family healing. Can I forgive myself for loving people who hurt me? Key ideas. Wish fulfilled, holding on to dreams, past wounding. Keywords. Belonging, self-forgiveness, fulfillment. So I definitely feel that now is going to be a time for you to really focus on what you want to release, what has been holding you back, who you couldn't forgive. This is a time to release and to forgive things that have held you back during this time. You know, releasing past resentments and past hurts. We also have creation, which I feel, and I spoke about this, right? Now is the time for you to really create. You know, Saturn has gone into Aquarius, and I remember my sister Nikki K was like, you know, for those of you that don't know, my name's Alicia. That's my real name, Alicia. She was like, Alicia, when are you gonna do? You should do a Saturn in Aquarius video. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna get to it. Because I remember, I think a year and a half ago, I'd done a Jupiter in Sagittarius video, and I really enjoyed that one. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if most of you checked that one out, but she's like, Alicia, you got to do one. And I will do one, you know, because for those of you that don't really understand how it's going to affect us, or it will be interesting to find out. So with the creation card, I definitely feel that this is a time to really embody the energies of Aquarius, you know, being eccentric in a way for some of you. Some of you have kept quite hidden, because in and now you're quite hidden. I'm not saying to go out there and, you know, go to parties and stuff. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying basically to express yourself, because Aquarians, they're very expressive. They don't hide, you know, they're quirky, they're eccentric, and that's what we love about Aquarius is. So this is the time for you to express your creativity. You've been hiding it for so long. You know, release it to the world, release it to the public. Especially, I feel for some of you that is something to do with an online business. Now's the time to create, okay? And also, I'm getting a sense for some of you that you may need to, yes, you know, there's an energy of you wanting to detach away from a partner. But also at the same time, this is saying that you can also, whilst you're detached, whilst you have detached away, and whilst you are in self-isolation, especially for those that don't live with a partner, this is a time to work on yourself. And this is also a time to, you know, still work on the things that you think could be worked on within a partnership, so that when you come together again with your partner, things will be better than it was before. Okay, we can take a look at the book to see what the creation card entails. Let's see. Okay, she shaman. I will guide you to your muse. The legend. In a time before history, she shaman walks the earth, bestowing artistic talents on a select few. One day she rests under a birch tree. Hey, said a birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains she shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. She shaman smiles. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows that from then on she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, she shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work. Inspiration, your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Personal inquiry. Am I waiting for someone's permission to create my life? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? Key ideas. Opening to magic, lasting transformation, divine feminine, awakening creativity, finding your muse, owning your gifts. Keywords, creativity, muse, and magic. This is definitely a time, Aries, for you to start on the things that you kept putting off doing, right? I definitely feel that. Okay. Also, for some of you, just came to me that some of you have been single for a long time, and you may be thinking to yourself that, you know, how am I going to meet someone? Or, you know, I do actually want to meet someone. I want to speak to someone. So this is also saying that be creative. Maybe reach out to someone on the internet. Sign up to a dating agency. Okay, because I'm thinking about the Fool card, which represents Aquarius. And Aquarius, to me, is, you know, obviously it's Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules the internet, so maybe connecting with others over the internet. Even if you just want to just speak to someone or have a friend during this time, especially if you're single, this is what it's saying to me. Now, what is the outcome for you in the month of March 2020? We have the Strength card. So we started off with Leo, we're ending with a Leo. Your partner could be a Leo or a Cancer, a Leo, Cancer, Cusp, or a Virgo, or an Aquarius, right? A lot of major arcanas here, okay? Mostly major arcanas. And this is basically saying to me that, you know, for the rest of the month, I feel that you will have great strength in your capabilities, in yourself. Some of you are going to salvage a relationship, gain closeness with your partner, bring the love back in, bring the passion back in is what I'm seeing. Others of you, you may connect with a Leo individual, but this to me, this Strength card here is, you know, indicating to me that you will gain great strength within yourself, having that self-belief, right? Giving love to yourself, focusing on yourself, building yourself back up again is what I'm getting. I do see passion here for those of you that are in a partnership already, right? And a sense of closeness between yourself and your partner is what I'm getting. Some of you may connect with someone online and you may feel some sort of closeness with this person. Could be connecting with a Leo individual is what I'm getting. You may not meet this person until Leo season though, if you do connect with someone, right? But I get a strong sense of a coming together, as well as really believing in yourself, really believing in your creativity, and, you know, exuding that divine feminine quality. If you're a male, exuding that divine masculine quality. This is a time for you, and I feel it will be a time where you really have inner strength, inner love for yourself, and you're going to be ready to express that to the world, your creativity, especially for those of you that are working on something now, and you're going to have that inner belief that you can actually do it, okay? And do it alone as well, because there was a fear there as well as, can I do this alone or do I need someone to help me? But this is something that you're going to be very proud of is what I'm seeing, right? Now let's take a look at what your partner or potential partner thinks and feels about you, excuse me, in the month of March 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person's thoughts and feelings in regards to Aries in the month of March 2020, please. Okay. Some of you are definitely connecting with we've got a lot of major arcanas here with an Aquarius, right? Or a Libra. All right. So how does Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person feel and think about them? So some of you are already in a connection, and this reading is mainly about you, the love side of things. I feel some of you are married is what I'm getting. Some of you could be married to your opposing sign, which is a Libra, right? And your person feels like they want to continue with this relationship. For some of you, you could be connecting with a Libra and you're just dating, or you've been in a long-term relationship. Your person is thinking about marriage now. Your person is thinking about how to take the relationship, I should say, to the next level. This person wants stability with you. They want balance with you. They want to go the long haul with you. For others of you, your look, all major arcanas there. Your person, you know, wants to gain closeness with you. They're seeing the seriousness of the relationship. You know, they only have eyes for you is what I'm seeing, okay? We also have the Star card. So some of you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. But this is saying to me that for some of you, your person is... Okay, let's speak about those of you that are in a long-term relationship. For those of you that are in a long-term relationship or in a relationship, your person is thinking about settling down, right? Your person also feels... because again, Saturn went into Aquarius, and I feel like during this shift, for some of you, not for all of you, I'm getting two messages here. For a small majority of you, your person feels like they want to be more independent, you know, embodying the energies of the, you know, the Star card of the Aquarius. They want to be there. They want to resist marriage. They want to resist commitment, because you're sensing that there is a sense of detachment from this person. And yes, for some of you that are not living with this person, we are all in self-isolation. So this person is feeling that during this time, they want to have this time alone. However, they still see and feel that they want to be in a commitment with you. For others of you, this shift has made your partner think about marriage, has made your partner think about commitment. Okay. How does Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, a Venus person feel and think about them, please? Okay. Yeah, you see, we've got the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card speaks about, karma, past lives. Now, for some of you, again, like I mentioned before, your person's thinking about their life. They're taking their life, they're thinking about the seriousness of the situation we're all experiencing, as well as what do I have planned out for my life? What is my goals? What do I want to do? Your person is thinking about having children with you, right? They want to create a family with you. For some of you, they want to marry you. For others of you, this person feels like, although they are detached away from you physically, they feel like you are the one that they would like to settle down with eventually, is what I'm getting. For others of you, your person feels, especially for those of you that feel like your partner's being quite distant and you want to step away, your partner feels that there's been an intervention there's been an intervention because they feel like you may both have been on different paths. Maybe you wanted marriage and maybe they wanted to be single, or vice versa. Your partner may feel like you have been distant, because we have the Hermit card in your feelings for now. You may have been distant and your partner feels that they want something serious, but you don't want anything serious. And they're feeling that during this time of you wanting your own space, you may come around to the idea of wanting something serious after you had time to think about being away from them or having your own space from them. They're feeling and hoping that you will want to come together and want something more serious. For some of you that may connect with someone on the internet, or you may meet someone, I feel this person is wanting something serious and they will see you as a star. And the star card does represent the internet as well. Remember, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules the internet. Some of you are going to meet someone online, and some of you may even marry this person. Could possibly marry this person around Libra season. Or some of you can get engaged online. There's something that's going to be quite karmatic. You may meet a soulmate for some of you online. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the actions that your person will take in the month of March 2020. What is the actions of I saw the Judgment card again. No, I saw the Justice card again. Okay. What actions will some of you, your partner may pop the question to you because of what's going on. It's really, for some of you, you may have felt that your partner wasn't the one to settle down, but they're really thinking about settling down, is what I'm getting. For others of you, I feel like your person feels like you're detached, and, during this time of separation, you may want to actually settle down, is what I'm getting. Judgment card again. Okay, so keep seeing it coming out. All right, so what actions will Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus' person take in the month of March 2020, please? Okay, so we've got the Devil card. So a lot of major arcanas. Okay, so for some of you, you could be connecting with a Capricorn. And with the Devil card on top of the Justice card, there's a definite marriage here. And for those of you that are in a long-term connection, again, I feel like your person may propose to you. Your person is thinking about marrying you, and the actions that they will take, I get a sense that your person may marry you. Someone may get married this month, or someone may get asked, would you be my husband? Would you be my wife? Someone sees long-term commitment with you, because remember, the Devil card is the card of Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the planet of, durability, longevity. Saturn, rules the number 8, and 8 is all about affinity. something everlasting. So someone wants something everlasting with you, and I feel like it's your partner. They may ask you to be their, take their hand in marriage, or they may say, look, we need to get engaged, or there's something serious about this month for you, Aries. Someone is looking at you like they're like, as though you are their life partner, is what I'm getting. And again, for those of you that are single, I feel like whoever you connect with, they are going to want marriage and stability with you. Okay, so what actions will Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person take, please, in the month of March 2020? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. The actions that your person will make, Aries, is one of commitment. So for those of you, again, that are looking for someone, and you may feel like, I've been single for a long time, although you've enjoyed being single because it allows you to go within, to work on yourself. I feel like you will connect with someone that's going to offer you that commitment. For others of you that are in a relationship, a long-term relationship, and you're thinking, where is this going, etc., etc., I feel like your person will offer you that commitment that you seek. For some of you, it's definitely saying here that someone's going to be offering someone, especially if this is your person's intentions and their actions, someone will be proposed to in this month, I feel, is what I'm seeing here, right? Offer of commitment, offer of a new opportunity. Someone may say to someone else that when this all dies down, why don't you move in with me, or can I move in with you? Something along them lines is what I'm getting. Okay, so what actions will Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person take in the month of March 2020? Okay. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, especially a Capricorn. I see that someone may be, again, it's going to be someone that's quite slow moving. So for some of you, your partner is thinking about commitment with you. Your partner is thinking about settling down with you. But again, with the Knight of Pentacles, it has something will be put on pause. I know we haven't got the Hangman, but something will be put on hold because of, you know, what the world is facing as a collective. But someone's intention is to propose to you. And also someone wants to offer you commitment. For those of you that are already in a long-term connection, your partner may want to renew their vows with you, or they may want to get married with you, or their intention is to, you know, for some of you, your partner may feel like you've been detached, you've been single. So they need to make that move, which I feel like they will be doing. They're serious about you. And for others of you, again, with the Knight of Pentacles, if you've met this person online, there may not be a coming together until a long time. But at the same time, this person is willing to offer you commitment and something serious. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Please take care of yourself, and I will speak to you all soon. Peace out.